You know me, Keefe. I hate to stir up trouble.
Does he even want to win?
I mean,
Does this guy want to win?
we can't celebrate Mike Vrabel chopping it off.
Chopping it right off for one Super Bowl.
Like,
Drake Maye's like, no, don't do that.
Didn't even have to think about it.
Well, to be fair, Vrabel said because he's been married for 20 years, he doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah,
super
May's
selfish.
been dating this girl for a year. Yeah,
he's
May's been
been
dating
together-
this girl for 20 years.
He's been with his girlfriend longer than Vrabel's been with his.
Like, honestly, that might be the case.
Fair point.
Yeah, selfish.
Does he even
Selfish
want?
player.
Like, does he even want to win?
Man, they're gonna be looking at him sideways in the locker room today.
I don't want to go there. But if we all give Vrabel credit for chopping it off, and we're like, this guy wants to win, good for him. The other side of the coin would be the guy who's like, yeah, no comment.
No,
I want to keep it.
Man, so he kind of wants to win. So that's my takeaway. Yeah, that's my take.
He kind of wants to.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did he say he would cut off an appendage? He just said not
that one.
Yeah.
Not that one. Yeah, so what would he cut off for a Super Bowl?
Good. It would have been a good follow-up. I don't know.
His ear?
Wasn't in the clip I saw.
Little Vincent Van Gogh style?
Is an ear an appendage?
That was overrated. He only cut off a piece of his ear. People maintain that he cut off his whole ear. Wrong.
Is an ear an appendage?
No, I don't
think that would count.
Well, it's cutting something off.
I think you're talking.
I'm tweaking.
I think
the
you're
question.
talking arms, fingers, toes, legs.
Manhood.
Reproductive organs.
Yeah.
I think is what you're talking. I think that's an appendage. Like a nose isn't an appendage, is it?
Well, I had a surgery a couple years ago. That guy practically did take away a couple.
Sick brag, bro.
That was a nightmare. Still barely recovered. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I want to win too, but I would probably hang on to everything.
Well, yeah, but now I'm on the radio. I would say, take it.
Oh, you would?
Of course. Yeah, I'll say it right now. Take it. I'm not using it anyway.
But then he's got the podium.
Go ahead and take
He's
it.
got the podium, and there's a guy there with a knife. Who's
AI overview. It's pretty vague on what it can be. Like, it literally could be anything. Arms, legs, hands, fingers, feet, but it could also be hair, nails,
hair and
glands.
nails.
I get my hair
glands removed.
You can take a nail.
You can take a fingernail cut.
Yeah, sure.
Arms, legs, hands, and feet are the primary examples, but there's hair, nails, sweat glands, oil glands.
Take some sweat glands.
I'm too sweaty.
Take an oil gland.
I'm too oily. Take an oil gland. Yeah, take them both. I don't care.
He's very oily.
Yeah.
How would you describe Jones? He's pretty oily.
I blame my mother's half of the family for that. It's absolutely.
He's an oily man.
Yeah, but when it comes to Drake, does he even want to win? I think it's a fair question to ask. Does he even want to win?
It was a good question by Fitzy, and we got an unfortunate answer.
We really did.
Yeah,
I can expect.
I bet Jarrett Stidham would cut it off for a title.
For real. Okay. How concerned? Well, I asked you this a couple of times yesterday. You are concerned about the turnovers.
I am.
How are they going to catch up to him? Like I'm actually shocked they haven't. And I guess when I say turnovers,
yeah, they could.
We're talking about
sure.
Less the Hail Mary, more
no, not the pick. I'm
more
not
really the fumbles. Yeah. They've been able to not lose a ton of fumbles. I know those aren't all turnovers, but work with me on that.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to catch up? Because I think you can't possibly keep turning it over at this rate. Just like C.J. Stroud couldn't. C.J. Stroud fumbled 5 times against Pittsburgh.
He did it once. Yeah,
it caught up to him against the Pats.
Yeah.
He can't keep doing that.
Well, because I don't think this weekend there's going to be, once again, a huge room for error. I'm not one of these people that look at it and you're like, oh, Jarrett Stidham's playing, so the game's over. Like, I don't view it that way. The Texans defense was really good. They gave up a couple of, crazy plays, right? So you're telling me Kayshon Boutte's going to have the catch of the year or the catch of the decade again? Or Steph Diggs is going to have, an unbelievable catch the way that he did? Or you're going to have a pick 6 on there? And then the flip side also, where Drake Maye fumbled a bunch. They recovered 2 of them, right? Texans recovered 2 of them, but then they got tackled right there. What's to say he doesn't fumble this time and one of the Broncos scoops it and runs it into the house? I think I was just waiting for a Texans defensive score to happen.
No, I gathered that
yesterday.
I was.
So Broncos, same thing. They could do it just as easily.
I mean, they have scored a bunch on defense this year. The Chargers almost ran back a pick in the first game.
Oh, no. This is very obvious, but you are playing with fire. I mean, you keep dropping the ball like that because I don't expect them to light the Broncos up on the scoreboard. So if they're given a bunch of short fields, and that's the other thing. Right now, if the Broncos were to win, it would be an upset because they are 5.5-point dogs. They got a quarterback who hasn't started an NFL game in 2 years starting. But if you're fumbling the ball and giving the ball on the 20, and now all you got to do is hand the ball off a couple of times, the next thing you know, they're in the end zone, or the defense scores 1 or 2 times, that's how these upsets happen.
I'll read you the Will Campbell numbers again. Because the Denver defense, 71 sacks in 18
I'd be
games.
worried about this. Yeah.
Zach Allen, more hits on the QB this year than Myles Garrett. Good red zone defense. There were 5 games where they didn't allow a touchdown. They also have 7 takeaways the last 2 games. So that's not going to get any easier against this defense. Will Campbell, 10 pressures, second most in the NFL in the playoffs. Who the hell has the most?
Wow.
Wilson. And then four
Somebody
sacks.
in the Chargers, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
4 sacks in the last 2 games, and that's according to NFL Next Gen stats.
Over under 4.5 sacks on Sunday
Over.
for the Broncos. You have to take the over.
Again, so the best 2 pass rushes they faced, the Browns and the Falcons, they were 2 and 3 in the NFL. Denver was 1 in terms of sacks.
Right.
They both racked up 6. Each of the last 2 playoff games, the teams have had 5, the Chargers and the Texans. So over 4.5, easy.
Definitely. Over 5.5?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
617-779-7937. You can jump in on this. Let's start it off with our pal Johnny in Brooklyn. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, that is concerning about Drake Maye. You want to win, you got to cut it off. I call just a couple of things real quick. Joe and Aikman, that's how you call a football game right there. That was awesome. Really makes the other crews look bad. On this game, listen, an elephant never forgets. I think of Sean Payton, and I think about the New Orleans Saints injuring players for little bonuses. And I hate to put this in the ether, but is there any concern that they're going to try to even up the score and make it the backup QB bowl out there? What do you guys think? Thanks for taking the call. Have a good one.
Yeah, I know he oversaw that. That was a Greg Williams thing more so than Sean Payton. But if you want to lump him in with there, that's fine.
Oh, I'd lump him in.
Yeah, lump
It's
him in there.
happening on
Fine.
his watch.
No, it is. No
Yeah.
doubt. I don't know. I mean, it hasn't. I don't think so.
I mean, I'd imagine they're always trying on
Oh,
some
of
level to hurt
course.
your QB. So I'm not any extra
And also,
worried about
Drake
it this
puts
week.
himself in some scenarios where he's going to get hit. He's done a better job than he did last year or even early this year. He got crushed a few times against the Texans. I don't think they were doing anything over the top dirty, but yeah, I'm sure if he puts himself out there, he's going to get hit. And that's what any coach would say, whether they were involved with Bounty Gate or not. Be like, hey, look, their quarterback is really good at running. He's going to do it a lot. Let's make sure he doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, 100%. So I get what Johnny's saying. Because they're down their quarterback, is there any added element to it? I don't think so, but I guess we'll see.
Do you think Stidham is better than Josh Dobbs? He brought up backup quarterbacks. Who would you rather have in a must-win game?
I mean, I'd probably rather have Dobbs.
Yeah, I guess.
I think.
Yeah, maybe. It's not a big gap though.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
close.
they clearly rather have Dobbs. They chose Dobbs over Stidham.
I thought he was going to say just Sean Payton, the willingness to go for an onside kick in the Super Bowl, they're going to pull out all the stops. That's what I thought he was going to say.
They definitely could. I could see them getting pretty creative on offense. And so as much as it still is an advantage for the Patriots, this isn't a Bo Nix gets hurt first series and then Jarrett Stidham's thrown into the game. Like, he does have a full week to prepare. The team knows it's him. He's going to get every single rep with the first team this week. So on the one hand, yeah, it's not Nick Foles starting for 3 or 4 games and then the playoff run. But it's also not, oh my God, our quarterback got hurt right before the game or on the first drive, and now you're thrown in there.
No,
they got all week.
As you said, they have a game plan for him.
So
They're
I'm sure
getting
they
him ready.
Cooking up a few things that they know he can do.
One would think. And again, when the Patriots are averaging whatever, but 16 and 21, what does that average out to? 18 and a half?
Yeah.
18 and a half points a game. So, by definition, if that's what the offense is going to score, and that's what they've done on offense through 2 weeks in the playoffs, if you're only getting 18, by definition, that's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
Now, can Stidham get to 18? I don't know.
I don't think so. But that's where you factor in, can the Broncos defense and Stidham get to 18? I'd say, yeah, probably.
Or can they get an extra possession by an onside kick or something like that? Trick play, et cetera.
Punt return, kick return, whatever.
Let's go to Mark in Medford. Hello, Mark. Mark?
Hello?
Hey, Mark.
Wait, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
All good? Who are you talking to?
I got passengers in the car. I'm sorry.
Hi to the passengers. What's up, passengers?
So anyway, are we gonna hear about the Denver defense now? Because all we heard all week was Houston, and the Patriots showed up with a better defense. So let's not leave the Patriots defense out of this, because nobody talks about.
I don't think we are. We credit. We
full credit.
We respect the D. That's how we started the show today.
Yeah,
respect the D,
no doubt.
Is Mark
Does that hurt his rating?
Say it again.
Does that hurt his rating?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna, is he like
so?
Is he a rideshare app, Uber,
Just the way he said
Lyft,
it made it
whatever?
sound like that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I would think.
So he's got.
Hopefully he's hands free.
No.
I would
he's
think
got
so.
passengers in the back seat. And he's like, "Hang on, guys.
Guys.
I'm on home with Jones and
Yeah,
Keefe."
not
That's
only
not what he's
are
doing.
they listening to us, but then they have to listen to him call us.
Is it like the guy in the back seat's like, is that the driver? Is that the driver calling into the show right
I
now?
think when he said he had passengers, he's got like a friend in the car.
No.
No, you said friend.
If you were driving with your friend and you were like, "Hey, I have a passenger here," I'd be like, "Oh, I got my guy T-Bone back here."
Maybe his wife's listening. Maybe the passenger he doesn't want his wife to know about.
Well, okay, perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah, I have my lover here.
Is
that what you say? My mistress is actually in the seat next to me, so hold on a second. I'm sorry.
Damn you for asking.
No, I think he's a rideshare guy. He's probably bombing around.
And he's giving us takes in the middle of...
He heard us talk about the Patriots defense. He wanted to be like, I got a thought on that.
I don't think he heard us talking about it. He said no one's giving him any credit. We respected the D.
He did ask, are we going to talk about the Broncos defense? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good group.
It's the only way they're winning.
It's their only chance.
Yeah.
I agree. So yeah, we are going to talk about it.
Who's a better defense, Denver or Houston?
I
think you wanted to say Denver last week.
I did want to say Denver.
I was very quick all week to say Houston, and I still say Houston. I think Houston's defense is good on Sunday.
I was crunching the numbers, Jones, as only I can do. So some of the Rich Keefe stats and info would tell you this.
Sick brag, bro.
I think Houston might be slightly better. So Denver also had a pretty easy schedule like the Patriots. Houston played some tougher teams.
Yeah. Who's the bum-ass corner that Nick hates? What's his name again?
Oh, he hates
Riley
him.
Moss.
Yeah,
Riley
he
Moss
drags him down, just him by himself.
But
that doesn't even count towards all the yards he gives up with pass interference.
Nick hates this guy.
I love that. Nick
I hope he's a big part of the game.
Nick just has random rivalries. I love it.
I think it would be great if he was a big part of the game. But, points per game this year, Houston was better than Denver. Right? That's just one metric, but I think they also did have a tougher schedule as well. And then if you look at yards per game, Houston was they were first, Denver was second. Now, it was razor thin between the two. I like Patrick Surtain, but there is something about the two defensive ends that they have for Houston
that's
and
what
their
linebackers.
linebackers.
I know Denver had more sacks this year, but who's more fearsome? I think Anderson and Daniil Hunter.
Do they hit harder too? The Texans hit hard.
They might.
Although the Patriots kind of are also moving up that list.
Hufanga tried to kill Kincaid over the weekend.
Hufanga can hit. He can't cover, but he can hit.
Was Vrabel asked yesterday if Denver's the best defense they've faced?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said,
He didn't say straight up like Houston, right?
It was something like they're the best one because they're the next one. Something like that. Hang on, I'll get to the exact
But it wasn't
answer.
as emphatic as Houston's the best defense.
No. And
I think it's super close.
I think his real answer is Houston's the best defense, and he's trying to be as courteous to Denver as possible.
I think 8, 10, 12 games into the season, I would have said it was Denver, and we probably had conversations when we were doing Tier Tuesdays and things that it was Denver. I would say that they're probably one notch down.
Mike, you've had to face two of the better defenses in the playoffs, and the Chargers and the Texans. Where does Denver fit into that? He says they'll be the best defense that we played to date because it's the next one. So that to me means he doesn't actually think they're the best defense.
He added that second part. Yeah. So Houston probably slightly better. Where would you, just for giggles, where would you put Seattle compared to Houston and Denver?
I would put them below both of those two. But I'll tell you, our guy Taylor Kyles, I did TV on Friday night, Keith.
What?
Brag.
Get out of town.
What were you doing on Friday night?
TV, yes.
Awesome. Wow, how about that? We were both at NBC Sports Boston on Friday night.
Not bad.
Sick brag, bro.
I saw our guy Taylor Kyles. He thinks Seattle's the best defense in the league.
I don't think that's a bad take. I think Seattle's been awesome, and I even give them a ton of credit. Now, you could look at C.J. Stroud and how he's played, and you can be like, hey, maybe they were carrying him more than anybody else. But with Darnold, I admittedly don't see Seattle as much, I don't think, as those other teams this year. But, yeah, Seattle's defense is scary. All three of them will be. And if they do end up making it all the way to the Super Bowl, and if they end up playing Seattle, I think there are already some stats that'll show that no quarterback has had to go up against whatever it is, 4 of the 5 best defenses in the league.
I think it's 4 of the best 6. I've
for
seen that.
all
I've
the
seen
people,
that too.
Yeah, maybe 4 of the best 6.
Yeah.
And I think the Patriots are one of those 6. You can't even play. You can't play against your own self. So for all the people that clown on the Patriots' schedule, strength of schedule, they played the Jets, and they might have against the defense the toughest run of all time. Pretty interesting.
Meaning Drake Maye and the
Drake
Patriots
Maye specifically.
Offense.
Pat's offense against an opposing defense would be the toughest road you could possibly have.
617-779-7937. Can Drake Maye keep getting away with the turnovers? Can the Patriots defense carry them all the way to a Super Bowl? Carry Drake Maye in the offense all the way to a Super Bowl. We'll get to your feedback on that. Plus, wide receiver room, it sounds like, is getting healthier. How big of an impact can Mac Hollins make if he returns? We'll get to that next.